Hey everyone, I've got a project here this week, not your standard run-of-the-mill covers, but the old Dime FBD, the tribute guitar. It's a beautiful guitar, but unfortunately the frets are just worn away and the neck isn't perfectly straight on it. Yeah, so looking down the fretboard you can see that my poor old frets are worn out. They're probably 30%. Maybe 40% of original, but they're definitely down really low, and fingers are scraping on the fretboard. But also with this guitar, you can't really pick it up in the image here, but around the 5th fret, the neck tapers back away. It sort of drops away. Back down to the 1st fret. It's not a perfect leveled fretboard, and that's partially part of the reason why the frets are so worn. After I first got it, I gave it a fret dress and leveled them all out so it plays nice, but it's always had the underlying flaw. So I'm really keen to try and get that out. I've got a straight edge here. I'll just change the camera view and we'll have a look. Okay, so I'm just laying my straight edge over the fingerboard now. I just made this out of a bit of stainless and notched out where the frets are for the 24 3/4 scale. But as you can see, I'll try and get a bit of... there's a little bit of relief on the neck. It's not perfectly straight. You can see that there's a gap under there pretty much the whole way. That there is the 5th fret where it's touching, and now it's dipping away again back to the 1st. So there really is quite a corrugation there that needs to be addressed. I just pulled my very first fret I've ever done on the guitar. I'm using these ground down nippers here. I've just ground the top face down so they're exactly flush with the, so I can get on there. And the soldering iron, I just got a file on the tip and I put a bit of a groove on it so I don't wreck my fretboard. But anyhow, I'll get onto the next fret and hopefully I'll get it out as clean as the 1st. But I'm just running along the fret wire here. I'm having to do it left-handed. I don't use the soldering iron left-handed, but I think that should be hot enough. I'll get the nippers and I'm actually just pressing into the fretboard, pressing firmly into the fretboard, still running the soldering iron and just giving a little bit of a wiggle. I don't want to pull the fret just clean out because I'll end up chipping my timber here. I don't want to take big chunks out of my fretboard, but who knows what's going to happen. And I'm pressing down. Whoop, well, that came up pretty easy. And there we go. I didn't mean that to just pop out. I was just giving a little bit of a nip then. It just sort of leapt out of the board, but no chips there. We'll go on to the next one. Just heat the fret wire again. Get right into the corners. I could be heating the fret wire too much. I don't. Most people say you can sort of start to see a little bit of the glue bubbling and a bit of like an acrid smell coming out of the... Yeah, I'm getting a funny smell now. Maybe that's ready. I'll just heat the wire up. So I'm actually just pressing down into the fretboard and giving a little bit of just a wobble either side. This one's a little bit firm. Maybe I didn't heat it enough in the middle. get the tiniest little, try and just walk it out, you know. And again, that's pretty good with no chips. Okay, I'm starting to see a little bit of smoke and a little bit of the glue coming away. I can smell it, so put my pliers on the fret. It's not the best angle. Whoop. I wasn't pulling up then, I just squeezed and it just sort of jumped up. There we go. Very good. Okay, so I went ahead and pulled all the frets on it. Pretty good. It was a lot easier as I went along. Like I knew how much I needed to heat the wire, and then the only fret that gave me looks a bit ugly is I think that one right there. But it'll sand up and look fine. Other than that, they all came out pretty good. I'm happy. Righto, so with all frets out, I've bought some adhesive tape and some 80 grit and 120 grit paper, and just stuck it on a straight beam. I tried at first to make a curled plate, but it didn't work out very well. The curve wasn't perfect, and I think in the past when I've used a curved plate, if the curved plate shifts in any way, you end up putting more of a radius on. But I've taken like the pickups and things out of the way so I don't scratch the tops, and I've taken the top of the nut there, so we'll just see how this goes. Just straight. Got there in the way a bit. Okay, so straight away I'm seeing I'm taking meat off here and here. That's all fine. I'm just going to keep on working it till it's all level. Yeah, I'm just trying to carefully sand this, give it even coverage so that I'm not going to create a flat spot. I'll always come back and, you know, pop that down where I'm sanding and just see if I'm keeping it true. The fretboard's pretty level. I've been checking it. It's rough as because I was using the 80 grit, but it's level now. There's no there's just even light coming through, so I've changed to this leveling block, and I've got a bit of 120 now, and I'll just go through the grades until I've got a nice finish back on the